friends, we are so glad you're with us again today. We're doing kind of a different video today. We're going to do a truck camper living video.
Right. You know, we've had a few people say that they would be really interested to see how much we spent in a month, especially in a month when we're traveling, which we did in January. And we kept a very precise record of all the expenditures that we had.
Yeah, so we're actually going to show you a travel month and then a non-travel month. And if you're wondering where the heck we're at right now, I am teaching this year, and so we decided to come to the classroom and use my nifty little whiteboard to do this video today. So let's get started. And in case I forget to say it later, if we miss anything today that you have questions about, please comment below and let us know, because we're completely transparent with our lifestyle and the amount of money we spend and how we make our money, so you can always ask us questions and we'll be happy to answer those questions.
Hi, I'm Shalane, this is Dean, and we are GrassRoots Living.
About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distraction.
Truck camper life and living. So we'll just get started. So again, we're starting with the travel month. And so last month for campground fees, we spent $70. So just to go camping, we like to boondock. You want to tell them about that?
Yeah, I mean, most of the time we're boondocking, let's face it. Every once in a while, we'll feel like or maybe we can't find a boondocking spot that we like. We'll go ahead and pay $10 or whatever for a spot. Or when we were at Quartzsite, we actually spent the $40 for the long-term visiting area that we stayed at. So that gave us 2 weeks for $40. We generally like to keep it pretty low.
Yeah, this is more than we usually spend, but in January we spent $70 for campground fees. Okay.
All right, so the second category we have is fuel related to the truck camper. Again, we're talking about not the diesel to fill up the truck, but we're talking about the propane. Or we also have a gas generator that we might fill up from time to time with just regular gas. So that particular thing amounted to $45.26.
The next one is fuel cost for our vehicle. So diesel, in our case, we drive a diesel, so diesel fuel.
Okay, now the diesel cost came to $493.44. So we traveled all the way from, like I said, from South Texas to Southwest Arizona, and then all the way back up to Missouri. It's going to cost us a little bit of money.
Is it EL or AL?
It is EL. Very good.
Okay, next one. So the next one is just food and stuff. Food and daily needs. The stuff that you go to Walmart and fill your basket with, okay?
Yeah, we didn't want to like piece apart every Walmart receipt. Like if we bought deodorant and we bought some food, we didn't want to break them up into two different things. These are just things that you need to live on. Food and other things that just pop up from time to time. The total amount came to $436.58.
Mostly because of Dean and how he likes to shop. He always likes to go shopping for like new shirts and new stuff.
Now, this is the beauty about living in a truck camper, by the way, because really you can't just keep buying stuff. In fact, the rule is if you buy something, you've got to figure out what you're going to get rid of.
Okay, so the next one is eating out. All
right, now, if I had my way, it'd be about $10.
If I had my way, it would be about $500.
Yeah, she loves to go and experience all sorts of different foods. To me, it's just something that I put in my body to keep me going from day to day. Not that big of a deal. So again, I guess this is what we're trying to say. This is very subjective. It ended up being, for this month, $146.47.
And that makes you cringe, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
It makes him cringe. He thinks that's a ton of money because he doesn't love spending money going out. So, you know, we're all different. But this is us for that month. Hey, is it going to be backwards on the screen?
I don't know, we'll see. All right, so the next category is what do we do with phone and our internet, those types of things. We have a pretty good deal with Verizon. It ends up being $96.05. and it includes, you know, unlimited talk, unlimited text, and unlimited internet, plus no throttle. So it's just a really great deal. However, stay to the end. I'm going to give you a pro tip where we have been able to actually reduce that in half.
So the next one, again, since Dean's wardrobe is so extensive and we have to do so much laundry.
You know, and it really, she's making fun of it. When you're in a truck camper, you just don't have that many options for clothes. I think I have 7 t-shirts and 7 pair of socks. We have just enough to get us through the week.
And
So-
you know, all y'all wear your jeans until you can't wear your jeans anymore. So we don't do a ton of laundry, but the laundry bill comes to
$26.25 is what we paid for laundry for the month of January. The next one, now this is something that we often, well, we rarely ever do, but this particular time we just, I think because of the wind or whatever, we decided was our best option. We actually spent $4 on the turnpike.
Oh, turnpike.
Yeah. So, but that's usually, we like taking the 2-lane roads, the kind of, you know, state highways, those types of things. But I think just because of the weather and we're trying to beat the storm, we opted for that.
Almost broke the budget. You've got to be careful with those turnpikes. Okay, the next one is just unexpected expenses. You always have unexpected expenses, whether you live in a truck camper or a sticks and bricks, it doesn't matter. There's always unexpected expenses.
Right, and this month it came to $54.10. And again, these are just things that happen. You're not expecting, you're not planning them. They just come up. When we were in Minnesota this last summer, our alternator went out. So even on those months where these unexpected things do not happen, and most months they don't, we still will put that money aside for those times when it does happen. All right, the next category is just expenses that we have related to health. So we're talking about our health insurance, or maybe a copay on a doctor's visit, or maybe some medicines, those type of things. For the month of January, it ended up being about $160. And I think that's probably pretty close to what we would usually spend. All right, so this is something that I think everybody needs to be aware of, and that is that you still have to have insurance on your truck. And we also have a little extra insurance for the truck camper. It ends up being about $107.54 a month. And, you know, if you have a brand new truck, a $50,000 truck, now ours is a 1999 Ford F-250 diesel, our insurance is not going to be the same as if you had something way more expensive. So just kind of keep that in mind. This is what ours ends up being. All right, so the grand total for what we spent, again, this is just related to truck camper expenses. Like we have a YouTube channel that we spend money for a decal. Hey, by the way, JT from American Wanderer. In fact, let's drop that link down in the description.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for that decal. It looks awesome. But anyhow, it comes to a grand total of about, well, 1 penny shy of $1,640 for the month. And that's all that traveling and everything else that we did.
Mm-hmm.
But hang on here because we're not done yet. We want to tell you what it will be like in a
Non-travel month. If we're sitting still, what's that look like? To live in a truck camper and not be traveling all over the place? Because you saw that the diesel bill was pretty high for one thing. So let's do that for you real quick. Okay, so now we're just gonna go real quick through a non-travel month. Some of it looks very similar, some of it looks a little different. So our campground fees at the very, very high end are $80, and we like to budget at the high end just to make sure we always have enough money.
Ideally, I would be like in Arizona for the entire year.
Boondocking.
Just boondocking, and I'd be in Yuma in the wintertime and Flagstaff in the summertime, and Sedona in the in-between months, and it would be zero.
Yeah, we boondock a lot, so this figure is really high, but when we're mooch docking, we pay my sister $80 a month. You know, to mooch dock, and if we were doing the LTVA in Quartzsite, that would be $80 a month. So we always figure on the high end, so that's where the 80 number comes from. Propane stays about the same at $45. Diesel, we don't travel that much.
Yeah, because
We're
like
sitting still.
we based this off of when we were work camping in the Kansas City area last summer. We did go to Walmart, every once in a while to get supplies and stuff like that, but it ended up only being about $100 worth of diesel for the month.
Yeah, and we like to walk,
So when we're
if we can walk.
in one spot for a long time.
Yeah, not that much. Food and stuff doesn't change, and we've been, we're old enough, we've been budgeting long enough to know that this is about what we spend per month. That doesn't change much, $4.50. Eating out, I wanted a nice round figure when we were at the end. So even though we budgeted about $40, I put 43 because I like nice round numbers
There you go.
at the end. So $43 for that. Laundry stays around $25, $26. Health related stuff, health insurance, figure getting your teeth cleaned. All right, so health related stuff, $160. Truck and camper insurance obviously stays the same. That's not different if we're traveling, so $110 there. We always budget $50 a month for unexpected things that pop up randomly.
And I want you guys to know, we also have a savings account. So
Yeah.
this is something in addition to the savings that we have. So in case something really major happens,
Yeah.
like the transmission went out on the truck, we have other options.
Yeah, for sure. Did we talk about that? I don't know if we talked about that earlier, but that happened, or not the transmission, but alternator, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah,
We
the
might have
alternator.
talked about that earlier. I'll link that if I haven't already, so you can go watch that if you'd like. Phone and internet, we pay $96 a month, like we said before, and then Dean was gonna
And-
talk a little bit about that.
And that's the best that we've ever seen for truly unlimited, no throttling back. It's the best that we got grandfathered into a Verizon Jetpack plan. However, we found something out recently, and it's with Visible, and it's unlimited talk, unlimited text, and the hotspot is unlimited with no throttle as well on the phone, although it will only work with one device.
And thank you, by the way, to our friends when we went to Quartzsite. We learned about that, so thank you guys for that.
And all of that is only $25 a month. So that would significantly reduce that as well.
Right, it starts at 40, but then every time you get somebody on your plan, it goes down a little bit
And
until
as
it
low
gets
as it gets is 25.
25. And so we're trying that on for size. Dean's got that right now, but we didn't want to get rid of this until we were comfortable and knew that that was going to work as well as everybody said, which it should because a lot of our friends have it. So this will go down to 25. So that's pretty cool.
Or since we'll both have phones, it will be 50.
Oh, sure. So it'll go down a little bit. Okay, so, but as it stands right now, the total is $1,160. So all of that being said, you can get an idea of what it costs for us on a travel month, on a non-travel month. Obviously, these things are gonna look super different for you, but sometimes it's kind of nice to have a starting point. As we crunch our numbers year to year, we redo it every year, and we feel super comfortable budgeting $20,000 a year. That's more than enough for us. We like to make $20,000. That gives us money to give gifts and do random things, and it's just more than enough. But you can sit down and crunch your numbers, and and like I said at the beginning of this video, if you think we missed something, or if you want to know about X or Y or Z, let us know in the comments below so we can answer those questions for you.
Yeah, and one final thing is, you'll notice up here, because I'm sure somebody's gonna comment and say, hey, where's your truck payment? Where's your camper payment? We don't have one. We chose to buy an older vehicle. We chose to save up money to get the brand new truck camper that we have. So we have no payments that we have on any of our vehicles or the camper itself. I've looked at other YouTube videos and it'll say, hey, I've just bought myself a $50,000 truck, so $600 a month payments, or just bought myself a new, Lance or whatever, and again, it's $350 a month payments.
And it makes their insurance higher as well.
Exactly. We don't have that. So this is the numbers that we were very happy.
Right, obviously that's a personal choice. We don't judge anybody for that, but we like to pay cash for everything, so that's why you don't see. We legitimately do not have a truck payment or a camper.
It's interesting, if you go to one of our favorite truck camper couples, Paradise on Pennies, they just recently put one out on their budget, and I want to say it was like $350 a month. But
They
really,
forage for
Yeah.
food, which I love.
yeah. So
Yeah.
it can be done for even a lot less than this.
Yeah, we
but,
try to live frugally, but they legit live frugally. Yeah.
So I'd encourage you, if you really want to go to that, I guess, far extreme, look them up.
Yeah, check out Paradise on Pennies. They're completely legit. Okay. Do we have anything else?
That's it.
Okay, if you have enjoyed this video, please do like. It really helps our channel. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you feel that you might come back and enjoy some of our videos, which are a lot of destination videos, and then we try to do helpful videos like this as well. So subscribe and ring the bell so you know when we're here, which is every Tuesday, and we're gonna maybe, knock on wood somewhere, get some videos out other than just Tuesdays, always Tuesdays.
Is that a splinter?
But maybe, see, I told you. Okay, so maybe some other videos as well. Anyway, like, subscribe, and share with anybody that might be wondering about budgeting based on living in a truck camper or any kind of RV budgeting. This is what ours looks like. Gives people kind of a jumping off point or some ideas.
And by the way, we use an app called Every Dollar, and it does it. It's very simple to use. It's very easy to tweak, to put it into your own little categories, and we use it and we find it very, very helpful.
Yeah, if
I'd
you have
recommend
one that you use and that you would recommend, put that in the comments below as well. We'll check it out. And also, you know that you guys, we read each other's comments, and that's a way for us to help each other in our communities. So, yeah.
That's it.
All right, thank you guys for joining us. Until next week, this is Grassroots Living, reminding you to get down to the grassroots of what makes you happy and live your love.
We're thinking of you, and we'll catch you next time.
Peace out.
About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions, we'll get away, this is what we wait